Tinka Time brought to you by our unofficial sponsor, Miller Lite.
Where's my beer?
I drank it. So what are we working on?
Well, I just got done slicing my finger open.
Did you? Let me see. Ooh, damn boy!
Yeah, it's okay. So, while we took a break, I got all the surfaces cleaned up and we're ready to throw some new gaskets on there. So we'll start with this base gasket down here, and this is what makes the seal between the engine case and the
thing.
Case and the cylinder, yeah.
Case and the cylinder.
Yeah.
That thing.
That thing.
So what'd you cut your finger on? I'm interested about that.
I was trying to, this edge right here is really sharp. And I had a razor blade trying to get some of this stuff cleaned off, and it slipped. And got him! Got him! So put one O-ring there. And the gasket.
Is that a new O-ring?
No.
Oh, damn, you putting the old stocky back in?
It's gonna have to work, you know what I mean? Feed our timing chain up through here. We have not changed the piston yet, but we will. Slidey doos, remember those?
Oh yeah, them slidey boys.
Make sure that's there. And there should be one in the head down here. Or the cylinder, I mean.
Did it get stuck like that on accident, or is that purpose?
Sometimes they stay, sometimes they fall out pretty easy. If they fall out easy, I'll just slide them back in there. But if they like to stay in the head, then I leave them alone. So that's ready. I'll go ahead and place my new head gasket on. O-rings look good in there. So there's a bigger hole here in the gasket, so that tells me that it goes like that. Just like that. So that's ready to go on. So to get the piston out, we have a new one. I wouldn't really replace it if I didn't have a new one sitting here.
Okay.
It looks fine, but it's easy enough to replace. We got a new one sitting there, so we'll do it.
All right.
So to get it out, you got two clips. They look like this. These are the new ones, and that's what's holding your piston pin in.
So, so that's not a 10 mil.
No, that's a piston pin.
Okay.
It goes to the center of the piston there and holds the piston on the rod. So we'll go ahead and, there's a little cutout here, and you just stick a screwdriver in there. Just pry out. They like to go flying, but you only need to get one out.
Just one?
And then you can shove the pin through this way. That's open now. Just like that.
Wow, that came off so smooth.
Like that?
Wow.
Alright.
Much nice. So wow.
So, we'll put some piston rings on now. And I just wanted to look at these. Yeah, they look fine.
I'm going to take a moment to address the photography lights. Yeah, we're that rudimentary. We leave them exposed.
I got this friend that seems to have a little bit of everything. So he's like, oh, I got some lights. I'm talking about you.
Oh, me? Oh, God.
He's like a big computer nerd. Yeah, I've got everything.
What a dork!
Alright,
What we got over here?
so we got compression rings and oil control rings. So these holes in here, oil gets in through them and lubricates.
Let me see those holes. All right.
So there's a set of 3 rings that go in this bigger gap here where the holes are, which would be your oil control rings. Those 3.
Okay.
And then 2 thicker rings go on there.
And thick boys.
The thick boys. I like to do it. It doesn't. I don't think it matters which way these go on, but if you do like name brand top ends, they'll have a T.
Don't some of them have dots or something like that on them?
Yeah, they'll have a marking on them that says which way they should be going. So I always like to start with a lower ring. So you're pretty much going to make a sandwich out of this ring here.
Okay.
So you're going to have one on top.
Does that ring with the ribs have any special name that you know of?
It's an oil ring.
An oil ring?
Yeah.
Okay, because you know I'm an idiot over here. I'm trying to learn.
So essentially, it'll be like this.
All right.
In that thicker gap. So I like to put a solid one on first. And I always just like to start the one side and work my way around. And it'll pop in, just like that.
Oh, well, damn. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, so, and then we'll do this one. Something to look out for, you don't want these to overlap like this. You want that ring to be made up just like that.
Hold on, let me get a little bit of a better view.
So you don't want them to overlap.
Okay,
Like
you want them
this.
just to barely touch?
You want them to touch end to end.
Gotcha.
Like that. So we'll do the same thing. You do want to offset the gaps here.
Okay.
So if there's a gap here, I'll spin this one around so it's maybe on the other side. No, really. I think if you dig far in a manual, you'll find exactly at what a clock position this ring should be here, but it doesn't matter to me.
Old Ching Chang Chinese, bro. That thing gonna be running.
I mean, it was $12. If it goes bad, I'll spend $12 more and get a new.
Old $12 boy.
So
for anybody that's squeamish, look away.
My bad. Clean that up.
Man, got a little bit of blood skis.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out, son. Real G stuff in here. If you ain't bleeding, you ain't tinking.
All right, so you just want to make sure it sets in the groove all the way around.
Be nice if I had a macro camera so I could get really up close. If I get much closer than this, it's gonna be blurry because, you know, GoPro.
For some reason, it's not wanting to go.
Uh-oh.
China!
It's the China! Vegeta comes in and just rains down fire on the pistons. All of the pistons and all of the rings.
I still want to go in there.
Oh, God.
And try a different technique.
You guys are witnessing a troubleshooting.
That's how
process.
I've done every single top end I've done. I started with the normal one, and then put this one in the middle, and then put one on top. But apparently, it's not wanting to work.
Apparently speaking,
so I'm gonna take this one back off. We'll try to put the
fat one on first.
fat daddy on first.
Oh, fat boy. No, that's not a fat joke. Excuse you.
Nice out, dude. That was solid. All right. So you'll see. If I can find the end. Right here.
Excuse you. What the hell, bro?
What'd you eat? All right. So there's the ends, and we're just going to touch them together. No overlapping.
All right.
So we'll take one of these, and we'll put it on top and one on the bottom of that. And my gap's here, so I'll put this gap over here, about 180 degrees away.
So the gap in the rings, you're actually offsetting those gap in the rings.
Right.
Is there a special reason for that that I don't know about because I'm not the smartest when it comes to this stuff?
I watched a video once and told you to do it, so I do it.
Oh, all right. Well, that's truthful. Hey, man, it's better to tell the truth and act like you know what you're talking about. And if you see in a video and somebody said do it and you're doing it and it's working, oh well.
I mean, I'm no expert at this stuff. I just like, tinker!
Tinker time!
You know what I mean?
Tinker time, tinker time. What a great time to tinker.
Alright, I'll put this one on the bottom here. And it looks like it's going to work this time.
Nice. Uh-oh. Oh,
Tinker time!
there she
Ooh,
goes.
Yeah. There we go. Alright, and then I've seen videos. See how these are different colors here. One's darker, one's lighter. Some videos have you put the dark one on
Get
top.
them up in the light real quick. Let's show people what kind of colors they're looking like.
So you got a darker one here.
Oh,
Silver
yeah.
one here. So some videos say to put this one on top. Some people say this on top. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this piston right here.
Go ahead and spin this light around if I can.
Ah, it's so bright.
Just messing stuff up. I'm sorry.
You're so fancy with your lights.
I know, right? I just want you to have some light in your eyes so you can't see.
So according to China, the manufacturer, This one looks like silver ring is on top and black ring is on the bottom.
All right.
And see that mark right there? So if there's any marks on it, they go up. So that ring does have a mark on it.
All right. Can't really see it too good on this camera, so I apologize for that.
Oh, look at this. It's got a mark on it.
Does it?
So that will go up right here.
All right.
It's an H.
You're just going to take his word for it. There's a mark on there. My camera won't zoom in that far because, you know, GoPro life.
And there's an H on the silver one too. So put the black one in first. We'll put it down in the middle gap there.
Seems moderately easy enough.
Yeah, they're pretty simple.
I will say though, I remember trying to do this on an RMZ that I owned, and I bent the rings, and then somebody I know
Who was it?
wanted to buy my bike for $1,000 in pieces. Sold it to him for $1,000 in pieces. Man, sold it for $1,700.
1800.
$1,800. Sorry,
Get it right.
gone. I had somebody else tell me that they had to rebuild the engine, but yeah, this guy bought it and put it back together, and it fired right up.
Takes on top.
Yep.
So what I like to do, I'll put one of them this way, about the 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
And the next ring I'll put on, I'll put about the 2 o'clock or
Okay.
3 o'clock. Anyways, we was riding that day. The last day that you had that bike before you tore it apart, you had it and it was running great.
It was running awesome.
And then you took it apart, and then someone said that you needed an engine rebuild or a new cylinder or something.
Yeah, told me to send it off and get it repaired, and even convinced me to buy a new bike that night.
And I was like, it was running when it shut off. I'm gonna put it back together. I did, and it was beautiful.
Crisp. $1,700 boy. Sorry, $1,800 boy.
All right, so while I have the piston out here, I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these clips in, so I don't have to do it and risk dropping it down the cylinder.
I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer.
So I'll just put this one in here. There's a gap right here where you get your screwdriver. You don't want to leave a gap there because then you won't be able to get it back out. So
Okay.
you'd like for it to be like this. So what you do, you just get one side in. One side started there, and then you can just kind of work it around.
It's a weird looking clip. Got like an odd shape to it.
Yeah.
Looks like my foot.
It's a weird shaped foot.
Yeah, man. I was told my foot looks like a corkscrew, similar to a pig.
Can I see it?
Yeah. You should see my socks. Oh, don't you let that thing beat your ass now.
Alright.
Come on.
They're tight. I'll let you do the next one.
No. Oh, hell no. I'm over here doing the important stuff.
What's important?
Attempting to document. Ooh.
Alright. Take two.
Take two. And action. Hi, this is Dr. Tinkle. Welcome to Tinker Town.
These clips are a little bit of a pain in the
Bro, why don't you get one of them clippy thingies?
What clippy things? What kind of tool you got that I don't know about?
I don't know, something to put them clips in.
They do. It's called a screwdriver.
Oh, what? Bro, that doesn't seem safe.
Hey.
My ass would be losing fingers, and you'd be like, I told you had to put your man behind it. I don't have any MAN, bro. I have WOMAN.
That works too.
I have BITCH. Because apparently Mama raised a punk bitch.
Well, these rings are
Tight.
tight like a toilet. I wonder if we can use the old ones. These seem bigger than that.
Oh man. How are they gonna send you some stuff from China? That's not the right size. It makes it seem like they don't have good quality control or something.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's it. I think I just got her.
What'd you do wrong?
Nothing. I never do anything wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And here you were thinking about using the wrong ones. The old ones.
There you go. It's nice and seated in the groove there. So, let's put a new piston in.
Woo!
Excuse my mess here. I'm gonna get
You gotta get like a rubber mat or something for this thing.
there's that old man that told me that. He's put a picture of himself in there so I could have it forever.
What? No wonder why you had this, man. That guy's friggin' over here lifting front tires off the ground.
He's driving a Ford though.
Right?
Surprised he could afford something like this.
I bet you it was found on the road. Dead.
Man,
Lame.
my wife was out here and digging around in my...
She tinkered everywhere.
She put all this stuff up here and now I can't find anything.
Oh, man.
There it is, all the way in the back. Alright, so I just get some oil, lube everything up real good. I'll check the rings one more time, make sure they're where I want them. So this got first one's about the 2 or 3 o'clock. Second one,
How do you get them to stay in that position, though? Because I remember when I tried putting them on, they wanted to rotate around and everything. It was a pain in the ass.
yeah, they do. They like to. I mean, they won't be perfect right where you want them, but as long as there's enough gap where they can't line back up, so the gaps are in line with each other.
Gotcha.
So, lube them up real good. So we gotta compress these and get them to slide in the cylinder. Lube the skirt up so we don't damage it. We'll have this thing running soon.
Tonight?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yes, yes, old son.
I mean, we still got some time left. It's still daylight.
Oh yeah. All right, piston.
You know how it goes out here in Tinkerville, though. We don't care what time it is. We gonna rip it.
True.
Whole Tinkerville.
Get the cops called on us a few times.
Right?
But,
Location, Tinkerville, Georgia. People talk about going to Mexico to race cars. We talk about going to Tinkerville to mess around.
Tinkerville.
Oh!
The Tinks of Tinkerville.
The Tinks of Tinkerville. Somebody's gonna get offended by that word. How dare he say Tinks? So you're sliding the 10 mil in there.
The 10 mils in there.
All right.
So I'll never see that one again.
So that's where 10 mils go to die.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Inside them round boys.
Yeah. All right.
What else?
I think this is the new one here. Make sure I got the right stuff. All right, so I just put this other clip in on this side to hold that rod in, or that 10 millimeter in, or the piston pin. That's what normal people call it.
Piston pin. We'll just call it a 10 mil.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not watching this video for instruction purposes and you're going to go grab a 10 mil and you're going to lose it. When he told me to put a 10 mil in there.
I'm gonna put this rack here just in case this clip goes flying and don't end up in the bottom of the engine. Just like, yeah. Girls are loud, aren't they?
Right?
Something's funny in there.
Something's fun. I bet you one of them farted. It's probably my wife. She got them poonts, bro.
Some stinky poont.
Old stinky poonts.
All right, that was a lot easier. So cool, we're ready to put the cylinder on.
What?
Get this out of here.
So this is pretty much just the top end right here. This is all it takes.
That's it. Back together.
Now, what if you had to do this on a 2017 CRF 450R with a Unicam engine? Was that possible?
Well, yeah, 100% possible.
Yeah? Alright.
Never done it.
Well, it might be in here at some point in time soon for a Tinka video.
Hey, bring it on.
I gotta quit being a broke bitch though, and I gotta get it fixed once and for all.
All right, get that cylinder in there. See all the cross hatching. Good
Oh man,
shape.
you gotta get that in the light. I need to see it through the tube. There we go.
Super good shape.
Nice.
Going right back together. I wiped it out. Put some oil in it.
Old glossy boys.
Back together she goes.
Yeah, I love the way you oil up my hole. Beautiful. Love it. Somebody told me it's gonna be huge.
Huge. All right, we need to feed this timing chain through here.
Oh shit.
We'll get it started here first, and we'll feed it once it's started.
So now when you go to feed that all the way through, how are you going to keep the ring straight? I know you're going to tell me, but...
I'm going to show you, too.
Oh, man. I'm interested.
Make sure this little slidey dude don't come out.
Here at Tinka Time, we don't call anything by the real part name, so that's left best for the books. If you guys are watching this for instructional purposes, I would strongly advise you to tell your friends that you watched somebody put a slidey boy in a hole.
All right, so it's all about compressing the rings to get them to go into the old cylinder there. So
Okay, so this is where I had issues on my RMZ when I was trying to do this.
yeah, so you just gotta wiggle, jiggle. We're past the first string already.
How hard is it to bend a ring when you do this?
It's pretty easy, so you gotta be careful.
I know I bent my rings.
Lots of oil, and you should have no problems with that if you lube it up good and just take your time.
I didn't lube it up. I went in dry.
Well, that happens.
Mama told me when I was young, put the piston in dry.
My only son.
Bend your rings, is what she said.
All right, before we press that all the way down, we'll feed this chain up through here.
That's a tight hole. You got that?
Yeah, it is.
You got that? What are you doing?
Oh, sausage fingers.
Oh, sausage fingers. God damn, call me Jimmy Dean.
All right. We'll slide it on.
You know, for the first time of having a camera in your face when you're over here tinkering, it's going actually pretty good. You're doing an all right job over here.
Gee, thanks.
Old Sea Dog. Old Dr. Tinka.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Slidey boys, don't forget to put those in the holes.
Don't forget to put your slidey boys in the holes.
Just like that. There's no ring that might fall out on you right there.
All right.
So make sure that's good.
Where's that O-ring go to? Is that an oil return or something?
Sure.
All right,
And
let's
then,
go with that.
There's one slidey boy that has an O-ring on it.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that's good. So, get that oil out of there. And head gasket came off. Didn't leave too big of a mess here. So throw it back on. Before we do that,
What are we doing?
go ahead and put that one bolt in that holds the cylinder down.
Unofficial sponsor, Tinka Time.
I'm out. Beer assistant.
Beer assistant. I don't know where it is. It's over there.
All right. One thing I'd like to do before, I'd like to get that timing chain roller back in there while I can reach it. So just put it on there. We can use the chain to raise and lower it.
Can't really get a good angle on it because it's just gonna be dark as shit in there, but they get an idea. You guys get the idea. It's a little rubber wheel that you put in there and put that on it and tighten it up, and you got a wheelie boy.
Wheelie boy and slidey boys.
Yep.
All right. Now we can put that on.
Why didn't you do my valves while you're at it, bro? Look at those things. What the hell?
Give me a second. Okay.
I expected titanium valves in this thing.
This guy's getting a dirt bike at a good price. You're overworking me. I'm already putting a new top end on it for you. What do you want from me?
Yeah, if I'm buying it from you for $1,700.
Hey, I'll take that all day long. I picked this thing up for what did I pay for it? $200 or something?
Something like that. I'm over here trying to trade him a pair of knee pads for this thing, but, you know, apparently somebody else is wearing the knee pads these days. FYI, this video is not family friendly.
Check this out.
What?
Somehow, there's a rod that goes through here. See, it's blocking the hole. So maybe if we got on. Ta-da!
What?
That rod slides back and forth. So I've never seen that before.
So that's why you couldn't get it to slide in all the way?
Yeah.
Man, just think. We got to do this one more time.
Yeah, we're gonna do another little Baja 50. The bike, Steven, the reason he's buying this one is, well, the one he has is only a 50cc. Man, he rides that and it's like a mosquito control comes out and it smokes this whole neighborhood out.
Oh, smoky boy.
So he's had it for 3 or 4 months now. Won't put new piston ring. I've offered to do the work for him.
Yeah.
He just won't spend the $12. So I took it upon myself a couple days ago to order him a top end kit, and I'm just gonna do it. We'll probably do a video for it. Same thing, but smaller. Show him the size of that piston compared to the one that's sitting there.
You got that one? Look at that little thing.
Little feller.
Look at that little cute thing right there. She's little. She's so little. I don't know how I lucked out having such a sweet man like you in my life.
Oh, stop. Alright, this bolt here. Kind of pain in the butt. Probably fast forward some of this stuff, tightening bolts down. I don't think that bolt's going in right.